Yo, what is up, you guys? It's been a while since you've seen my face on this channel. Things have been a little bit crazy lately for everybody, but yeah, I'm back on this channel. Anyone who is coming to my channel for the first time, welcome. This is, I don't know what I'm gonna do on this channel. Just I guess just react to some stuff that people have been requesting, personal things. So I got a request to do a try not to cringe challenge, and it's Koreaboo version. So before I get into it, I want to say that I don't want to watch this and ridicule. I'm not going to ridicule anybody in these videos. You know, everybody can do whatever they want, be themselves. I'm not going to make fun of it. It's just simply just a fun. It's cringe. So I mean, I love K-pop. You know, I have K-pop all over my room. Maybe not in this background, but different sides of my room and house there are some K-pop stuff. And I was called a Koreaboo before. When I was called a Koreaboo, it was because I was trying to learn Korean language, the Korean language, and I was called a Koreaboo for that. And I was like, how can I be a Koreaboo for just trying to understand the language of Korean? I mean, I listen to K-pop so much, why not learn the language, right? So I was like, am I Koreaboo? So I want to look and take a look at this video. It was sent to one of my friends to go ahead and react to this. So here we go.
Cool. I was Asian friends.
Alright, I'm gonna try not to cringe.
Food.
Okay.
I was Asian food. We're Asian dad.
Hold on, that was a little fast. What is a Koreaboo? A person who is non-Korean and tries to act Korean and speak Korean.
We're Asian dad. We will go to the mall with our Asian fads. I like porcelain like Asians do.
Let's start with
Go to the store, buy more Asian food.
Babe, please. Not everything is a Korean variety show. They're just shooting for...
Is it for a dance video?
Babe, this is not a music video. Just ignore the camera.
Oh, that's so.
Is this like a skit?
This is my favorite boy band today.
Huh? They all look the same one. Like photocopy only. Don't want ah?
오빠 제발.
Don't want.
제발 오빠.
Don't want.
오빠.
Yeah, I need help.
I love Korean food. Like I like the
I don't think I cringe, I'm just laughing.
kimchi, kimbap, Korean barbecue. Like those are my favorites. And yeah, I just.
귀요미 이 떡이는 귀요미 떡이 담은 귀요미 이 귀요미 떡이 다도 귀요미
I like a hairstyle though. Like seriously.
이 떡이 욕은 귀요미 난 귀요미.
I don't think it's that bad.
안녕하세요. 저는 K-pop lover 2000입니다. And today I'm going to tell you why I love Korea, because everybody really cares about why I love Korea, so I'm going to tell you. So reason number one is K-pop. K-pop is basically Korea and Korea is K-pop. So like, why would I not love Korea? I mean, like, when you walk down the street in Korea, you get to see all your favorite K-pop idols like all the time, because everybody in Korea is basically a K-pop idol. And like, yeah. So why would I not love Korea if I love K-pop? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, yeah.
Is that BTS
So
in the
my
background?
second point is that everyone in Korea is gonna love me because I look so different and I'm white. All the Asian men are actually gonna worship me when I go. Like the minute I step off the plane, everyone's gonna bow down to me and worship me. I mean, when I become a K-pop idol, I will.
What?
audition because everyone will love me anyway because I'm white and I look really different. And yeah, FYI, Kim Tae-young from BTS is my husband. So, and when he sees me, he's gonna go fall for me because I'm the Korean beauty standards. And obviously, why would he not love me? So, like, yeah. So, any of you who say
Look,
you love
I'm not going to make fun of it because I don't know how old she is. I would assume she is really young. You know, when you're into K-pop, you do get obsessive over some of these K-pop idols. So I can kind of get where she's coming from. However, wow, I think this is, I cringe. I think I cringe at this point.
him.
No
he
comment.
don't, 'cause I'm the only person who loves him, and he's gonna be my husband, and we're gonna have children and get married. So you keep your hands off him because he's mine. And you might be wondering how we're gonna communicate. Well, that brings me on to my third point. So point number 3 is I can actually speak fluent Korean. So why wouldn't I not go to Korea and like live there? Like, doesn't make any sense. And now you're going to be sitting there going, you can't speak fluent Korean. You're lying. Well, no, I'm not lying. I can actually speak fluent Korean. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove you wrong. 안녕하세요. 오빠 사랑해. 감사합니다.
See, this is why I have this fear of I mean, not fear, but I get hesitant when I want to learn a different language. Because of course, there's nothing wrong with learning Korean. That's good for her. But just the way she did it, though, just had me like, I cringed. I'm so sorry.
사랑해.
I got secondhand embarrassment.
사랑해. 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 사랑해.
Is she trolling or is she for real?
사랑해. 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 사랑해.
So much for fluent. Don't give up, girl. It's okay. It takes some practice. I know for me.
I speak fluent Korean. I told you I can speak fluent Korean. I can read and write Korean and understand Korean, but I don't want to say too much because my punctuation is actually really bad. So I don't want to.
She is funny.
I can't sleep because of that video.
I'm full of love, baby. You're gonna catch me. You can lose this, baby. Gonna body get nasty. If we gonna get it, more love, you can bet it on black. We can love it, just action the whip. I'll be the bunny, you be my Clyde. We're at the die.
That's not bad.
So adorable, those scenes, and you're just like, can that be my life, please? And it's not, because no American boys do that. Koreans or just Asians in general are more attractive than your own race. I find myself watching movies and then,
What?
like these American guys, and I don't think they're as attractive as the guys in K-dramas. It's just, it starts to somehow, the chemicals in your brain just start to change, and you start to think that the K-drama actors are just the sexiest, hottest, just
Okay, look, I kind of get where she's coming from, okay? There's nothing wrong with being attracted to any race, like I said. To be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to a different race. You know what I mean? As long as you don't fetishize. As long as you don't fetishize anybody, it's fine. Don't like somebody because they're Asian or if they're white or black. Like, that's not good reason to like somebody.
Notice things that like look Asian. Things that look Asian or are Asian to you, like, oh, that sweater, it's Asian, or that watch right there is so Asian, or I want to go to this Korean restaurant just because it's Korean phrases and nobody knows what the crap you're talking about. I think you're basically crazy. For example,
Oh yeah? Hey sure, you wanna go to the mall with me? Not really. Please? Please? No. 진짜 잘하네. Oh? Dude, sorry. K-Con is an easy. 진짜? Yeah.
Last step, we're finished. Let's
Okay, you know what? I'm cringing because I've done this before. I'm going to go ahead and call myself out. I've done this before. I did when I was watching a lot of K-dramas. I would pick up on some of the phrases, and sometimes even like best sister and I will say some things. But we don't like do it like in public and stuff like that. But sometimes they'll just do that, like when we barely learn Korean. And sometimes I'll read it in Korean, and I'll say thank you in Korean. You know, just to practice. You know, to kind of brush up on the Korean language. But that's why I feel like there's this thing where people would like kind of mistake me as like a Koreaboo. And it's like, you know, and I'm just like, I hate to fall into that. I think Koreaboo is such a negative term, you know, to be labeled as something like that. I feel like if anybody enjoys that, appreciates like Korean culture, for example, I think that's fine, you know. But I mean, sometimes I can do it too, where like I will do some phrases or say some things in Korean, you know, either in my text message or something. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? And, you know, just because I just want to just practice and say that, you know, speak the language. But, yeah. But this is still funny, though. This is funny. I can see myself doing something like that.
Drink bubble tea and
Oh, I like the equation hearts in the
just be
background.
cute forever. Bye bye.
That wasn't that cringy. It was just like a makeup tutorial. Underlids. Please be gentle with the eyelids. Huh? What is she doing? Is she putting glue? Is that glue that she's putting in her eyes? I have a bad feeling about this one. I'll pass on that tutorial. So she made her eyes look more slanted than, okay. Not the tip I would recommend. BTS in the background. I did a cringe a couple of times. Shout out to what channel is this? Cutie Beans. That was something. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed my cringy awkward reaction to trying not to cringe to the Koreaboo cringe compilation. And yeah, if you want me to do more like cringe videos, it doesn't have to be like Koreaboo, it can be any kind of cringe worthy compilations. Just send me the link in the comments of what you want me to try not to cringe to, and it will be fun, and we can, you know, watch and cringe together, you know, for fun. And of course, I'm not making fun of these people or anything, like, you know, it's just, this is all in fun. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.